Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome back to our newest Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Wifi Bell. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a match against Yuri from Twitter. This battle took place about 9 days ago, I guess I could say. It was a really good match. I was kind of stocking up videos, but I didn't really have any appropriate time to work on the layout. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're both gonna lead with Mesprit. That was very interesting. I was kind of thinking he's a dual screener, so I kind of want to get rid of his item. Plus, if he switches out, somebody on his team is gonna get his item destroyed. He's gonna switch out to the thing. I cannot seem to remember its name. I'm sorry. This, I believe, the first time actually facing it online, which is, you know, kind of. We're just gonna call it my precious. I switch out to Camerupt. He's gonna put up the rocks. That's fine. Weezing was there, you know, kind of expect the toxic, so I was kind of scouting, plus switching out then to Camerupt, so I'm kind of gonna get avoided by such status inflict, but he doesn't have it. He's gonna switch out to Camerupt as well on the same turn, ladies and gentlemen, but because I did Mega Evolve first, I'm thinking I'm faster than him, which is funny because I'm run absolute minus speed in nature as well as no IVs, and I guess he also has that, and there was a speed type, but I luckily won, so yeah, that is how that one go. I switch out to Mesprit because I'm super scared of the Earthquake that he might have, but he actually seen that coming by making a substitute. That was a really good move on his behalf. Then again, I mean, most Regirocks I tend to run like Stealth Rocks on their own, but then he's got the other Pokemon that's got Stealth Rocks, so this must be a different sort of Regirock we're facing here, so I'm kinda scared half of it. Then I see T-Wave, then I see Sub, and then see Earthquake. I'm simply debating he's got Drain Punch as his last to kind of regain some health. But then I think that, you know, ground and rock coverage is much more needed. And I'm still kind of scared, but, you know, I'm just going to switch out. I do have Reflect. I know I can take anything, and he does reveal the Drain Punch, ladies and gentlemen. He does reveal that. That doesn't really do anything, but even with a 4-time weakness to Earthquake, it is unstab. And it's a Regirock. I mean, it's got 100 base attack, but I know with the Reflect, I should take one and I should break its sub, but ladies and gentlemen, he goes directly for the Earthquake right now. The HP is going down way too fast, and that is because of the crit. So yeah, Camerupt is not living a crit because crits tend to go right through subs. Well, not really right through subs, but they tend to go right through screen setup, and I'm gonna need to somehow manage to, you know, kind of, yeah, I'm gonna need to definitely change my plans here because I just lost a really potent Pokemon against his team. But then again, it was kind of questionable why I switch out to that instead of switching out to the other guys. I should have probably switched out right down to this when I had Reflect. So that was definitely a bad decision on my behalf. But he did make an excellent move, switches out directly into his Gore guys, his big form Gore guys. And knowing fully well I'm gonna Superpower, I'm gonna take the Regirock as an opportunity, knowing he doesn't have Toxic or anything like that to stall me down. And he doesn't want me to get my you know, my contrary going. So that was really good on his behalf. I switch out to Mesprit as he switches out to this, puts up the Reflect. I'm not really going to be doing much, but it's damage, I guess. I'm going to switch out to Varia right now because I want to do some additional damage, but then he reviews me Calm Mind, ladies and gentlemen. This thing has surprisingly become a very dangerous threat because Mono Fairy right now, looking at my team, Weezing can take, but that's about it. And when this thing starts to set up, even without its item, I'm gonna need to keep on scratching it or else I'm gonna have a problem. So I switch out directly to Weezing right now. He's gonna go for the Moonblast. I believe I do have the light screen up if I'm not mistaken. So that's really not gonna do much. He does lower down my special attack, which is kinda sad because I'm a special attacker. So if he stays in, I'm not really gonna be doing any damage towards him. But I got Fire Blast, which he doesn't yeah, he does resist actually with Fairy. Fairy Rock is actually quite an incredible typing. When I think about it, I mean, 4-time weakness to Steel, but then again, there's really not too many Steel types moves going on outside of Bullet Punch and maybe a Flash Cannon and so forth. But still, yeah, Jar Ball is like a back to the past sort of move that basically barely anyone uses it nowadays, even Fortress and so forth. It's kind of weird, but then again, maybe I'm mistaken. I haven't really been playing too many OU. Let's not go off the topic here. Oh man, I switch out to this. I want to go for the knockoff right now, but he does switch out. I was kind of expecting the Gore guys, that's why I knock off and I didn't, you know, go for the Superpower or anything like that. Then again, Mesprit could potentially run U-turn, but then he's a screener, and you know, I have 4-time resist, I have 4-time and weak to the likes of Buck, so that could have been horrible idea. But then I switch out to Furret for a second, completely forgetting the fact that he puts up the Future Sight. It really shows. I mean, Future Sight is so tricky, and I had to switch out because I don't want to take a super effective Moonblast to the face. So I switch out for it. Now luckily I do survive, which means I can actually go for the trick, and I can go for the U-turn in case he does something else. Basically I was still, you know, I was still scared of this, so I had to trick it. I did get rid of my choice band, but looking at this team, for it is not that important, and I would rather this being stuck into something and not further set up against me, because that typing is so scary, and even without the item, like I said before, he can still do so much against me. So I know fully well he needs to switch out because he's locking to Calm Mind. There is no question about it. I'm gonna go for my strongest move, Sludge Bomb, and luckily it does look like a solid to hit, because the Thunder paralyzation back before, we can manage to outspeed this. So going for that Thunder there definitely pull out to be quite useful in this certain scenario and whatnot. He switches out to Regirock. I want to go for the Sludge Bomb, trying to get a poison before he makes a sub, but I do not get it. He's gonna go for the Thunder Wave, and he's gonna paralyze me. I was kind of expecting him to sub away, but you know, Thunder Wave will do in case I do switch out to the likes of my to the likes of my penguin looking thingy, you know, the dark penguin. I seem to keep on forgetting today's Pokemon names for some reason, I don't know, but Geodude is gonna make a sub. Definitely not a Geodude if I ever seen one, but yeah, that definitely isn't a Geodude. He's just gonna go for the Drain Punch, basically because I resist Drain Punch as well as I'm immune to the Earthquake. This thing is really not gonna be doing me much damage. At least I can put up the Reflect first, and I'm even gonna go take his moves even, you know, even better now. But the thing is, with the lefties and him Drain Punching 1-on-1, I'm still gonna lose, because he's gonna regain his Headbutt will never break his sub. So 1-on-1 I'm still gonna lose, which is sad, but I had to switch out. Basically this thing can take his moves really well right now. That's standard damage, but it's really not doing much. Lefties is pretty much gonna recover most of it, and he will have to switch out, but at the same time I'm thinking, yeah, he will probably do so. I'm debating right now whether or not I should make a you know, superpower, or whether or not I should go for the knockoff. But I decided to go for knockoff because basically he's probably gonna switch out to his Gorgeist, but he does not. He switches out to his Fairy, and I get rid of his Choice Band. And again, I'm super scared of this, which I shouldn't have been, because he's basically, you know, looking at a HP I should handle. But this thing is so... it's, you know, it's not all that powerful, but if you get a Calm Mind or two, it can still do heavy damage. You guys can see he's getting a little bit lucky with a minus, but because I got Contrary, it's gonna turn into a plus. So I'm gonna keep on using the superpower right now and just keep on crushing it down, and I luckily do take him out. I was kind of debating maybe he's gonna switch out to Gorgeist because he doesn't want me to get any more boost in attack because of Contrary, but he does not do so. And you know, I guess I could have overpredicted because he was in the range where anything could have taken him out. But now I got +2. I'm debating because +1 would probably fail, with the knockoff would probably fail of taking this down. With a +2 I should one-shot it, and I definitely do. It was basically all about setting up with this, because if I didn't set up with this right now, stuff could have been horrible. For everything else is, you know, is not gonna be liking anything on his team, especially the Torkoal. If he's a Shell Smasher, I believe Torkoal will learn Shell Smash, right? Because he's got Power Herb there, and one would imagine him running Power Herb with Shell Smash, because I believe, wait, not Power Herb, White Herb, yes, White Herb. I believe White Herb, you know, basically gets rid of all your minuses, and it still caps your plus involved. So luckily it didn't come down to that, but I believe I still have a Pokemon that can outspeed him even with +2 going on. I do manage to take him out. Then again, he would probably still fail, even with the +2 fire would still fail taking me out either way. So yeah, and with the minus, you know, I would have easily breaking down afterwards without any minimum damage, maximum damage, none of that. Really, yeah, my Sanic is gonna come in, Stealth Roxy is gonna ruin his day. I'm gonna switch out to Varia. You may actually ask yourself, why didn't you choose Superpower? But the thing is, I really wanted to test how much Superpower does, because I want to get some prior knowledge against Regirock. How powerful is Choice Banded Superpower against something that is genderless? But I was thinking even genderless is gonna be affected by rivalry to some point. but it doesn't. It just looks at the attack and doesn't even give it a boost, and it doesn't even give it a, you know, a minus towards his attack. So I was really hoping I can test this, but unlucky for us, he is actually faster than us. He's gonna take us out. That's unfortunate. I should have definitely not done that. I should just stay in, you know, with the thing I had, with the +2, and just go for the superpower and pretty much go from there. But basically, I'm gonna go for superpower now to see how much damage I can do. Seeing this damage, I mean, that does a lot, but honestly, with the, you know, with the Luxray spread and Choice Bandit, I feel I would have probably taken down to 10%, 15% range, which is pretty incredible. So I got my calcs, I guess we could say, but this is how I should have definitely calculated to begin with. I'm just gonna go for superpower again, and with a, you know, with a +1, it's gonna be more than enough to take him down, which is surprising because Regirock is so bulky in the defensive side. You would think he would have still taken it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this match as much as I did. Good game to my opponent. It was definitely a fun match. That very rock type Pokemon, again, which name simply crosses my mind right now because I barely ever face it, is interesting without a doubt. And with lefties like defensive spread and calm minding, fully offensive, that thing can be a threat. I should definitely been you know, watching out for that if that thing is NU, because that typing is incredible. Yeah, that thing is something else. So ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you very much for watching. Give a like if you did enjoy, and until the next one, take care. Peace.